presented by Montefiore Einstein. It'll be the Boston Red Sox against it. Get this spring training game started. Don Rafaela leading off, playing center field. Tristan with Garrett Cole waiting for the results of his test on his arm. At second, Anthony Rizzo playing first, and Austin Wells.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is New York is a different ballgame. I think people don't understand that enough with Night
today. Little looping line drive. That's Greg Allen in center field.
I like that a lot, to be honest with you. Establish that fastball early, dictate how the game's.
This is the left-hander Tristan Casas. Usually plays first base for the Red Sox. A slider rolled over, easy play for Anthony Rizzo.
You ever notice pitchers too, all of a sudden they throw one wild, they get it back.
Got to get rid of last time out with, I think it was Jack Curry, maybe it was Meredith, when he was saying, listen, I didn't have a good fastball as we ramp up for opening day. Crowd getting into it at Tampa. And again, that glove right down the middle. Yes, being easy play for Verdugo. Mayu leading off. Scoreless top of the first inning. We're taking this one to the bottom of the first. DJ LeMahieu hitting third today, playing second base. Anthony Rizzo at first and cleaning up. Giancarlo, a decent spring at a .250 batting average, 3 RBIs. Good swing, foul.
And go from there.
I always felt like I wanted to get my 3-2 from Pavetta.
All the way, stayed behind it.
Mayu skies it to right and deep, but that's right on.
The sun's out. You got some big guns on the team. He's welcome with open arms too. Pretty funny.
Looped into center field. Coming on and turned both of my eyes towards the pitcher. So when I had those glasses on, an MRI on his abdominals, and everything came back clean, so he's not into hunting a fastball. Count 0-2, works a walk.
And gives us more attitude. Nice at bat there to bring up.
Average, couple of home runs, 7 RBIs. As Torres on the move to throw. So much better, and the OPS at 14 in there. Skied down the left side.
Sometimes it helps in your favor. Oh yeah, easily comes up with that one.
Field, a rocket base hit. Abreu comes
as he comes up throwing. Oh, he catches that. He would have had. Looking to see more of that as we get forward into the season. Balls and try and do a little more damage.
And we talked about Stanton in trouble with the fastball last year. There's a breaking ball.
Sometime later tomorrow or even on Friday. Garrett Cole is actually not here at GMS right now. He is an MRI back, and there is nothing wrong with him. He'd still have to build up for the season, and he likely. They're just kind of holding their breath, guys.
As Dahlbeck shoots one the other way. Nice play.
I think you look at Marcus Stroman, the experience he has. He threw 53 pitches last outing. He should be that his MRI came back clean. He was walking through the clubhouse today. He did some baseball activity behind. So it appears as though Aaron Judge is indeed okay.
Well, good news right at bats.
Yeah, and you think about the abdominal area, the obliques, workouts, and your rehab, and we might be seeing
means to the lineup. So once he gets back out on the field for batting practice and starts swinging, certainly you'll know more.
To me, it looks like if we're going by the dates right now, as I talked to you earlier, every 5 days.
Strikeout of the afternoon to the lefty Abreu. And to get comfortable with this staff. That's a hot shot pulled foul. And
if Cole's not there, they have a couple guys that have done it before that can do it. Especially since he hasn't pitched much this whole spring training. You go through.
It's a 2-2 to Valdez. Another good swing, fouled up.
There it is. Just not a.
Says he wants it right down the middle. The result rolled over to Rizzo. Over to Rodon. Welcome back to Yankees spring training presented by Ford. Proud to be the official getting reacquainted with some of his old teammates with the Boston Red Sox last year.
Like a young, spry Verdugo. You know, that have played right now, that have been on the one.
Guys that one to center field, easy play.
He was taken aback, Todd. He was a little bit surprised that he was heading to the Yankees. He said after he had a little bit of keys, and he started to get excited about the idea. He really wants to embrace New York City, as is his family, to get going in the Bronx. And even during photo day, when he put on confused by it, but his mom loves it. Loves it.
To finish off, yeah, we were just taken back. It was tough because everybody got to
Quickly learn as a player is that the next one looks like it's going to be the center fielder. Get to a new city and you get after it.
And then you get traded again.
One up on you.
All right,
13.
all right. I'm really into the Yankees.
Yeah, Aaron Boone has talked about the Yankee catching depth. Don't get fooled on spring training numbers, but the more you see Austin Wells,
to the opposite field, so we're looking for more of that.
Yeah, 286 batting average, 2 homers, fits that. And if he can do the job, a good spring. Down the right field line and fair.
He's moving a little bit too. Look at him get out of there. Good swing.
Continues as he's in the second base with that he's right on time with that fastball.
Fielder, you can put him in any spot too as well. Just a little log jam going on there, and he's fast, as we all know.
2-0 to Allen. Misses down and let it eat, and it didn't work out, so I got a little more conservative as I got older. How about you? Count. See if Allen can come through with 2 outs. Oh, there. Fastball right.
I asked him. I was always curious because I always look up stuff online. Was stopped, and those 2 were the guys that went after Benitez. I think it was Benitez. Lord, it's great.
Good location, and you actually played with Carlos in Chicago.
Yeah, I love playing. Man, I wanted to make you feel good. I knew we were going to play down the road, so I wanted to make. There's a beautiful fastball thing, and that's just a good pitch by him. Knowing him and knowing his stature, if he does,
he wasn't just throwing. And I think what we saw last year as a New York Yankee was a tooth
and nothing mechanical about it. Just go up there and be yourself. And I think he.
Yeah, you could tell by comes to 3-2, goes fastball. Guthrie first pitch swinging. LeMahieu across the. He is going to be leading off or hitting when we come back in the 3rd inning. LeMahieu, a deep fly ball to right.
Approach is everything, and you see with DJ, he's been doing it his whole career. Out in front every once in a while, but going that way is his. It's his thing. I wish I could have done that a little more.
Back up the middle. Valdez up with it, 1 down. Bring up Juan Soto.
Only time I've really felt hitting over 400 was in college, so that feeling went away.
And a big reason why the wait time to see the baseball as he pops this one up a little. I always go back to how hitters get ready so early.
But my hands were back and in the right spot to hit, and then I'd hit one out, and people are like, how did you do that? Well, more comfortable. Some people are getting comfortable hitting with 2 strikes a little more now. Why not do that with less than
2-2. For the 4th inning, the Yankees lead this one 1-0, and Aaron Boone, the manager of the New York Yankees, tests.
Yeah, there's still more to go. So he's in, all the different people weighing in. There we go.
The thinking going on, or are you just, it's just how the cards may go?
We were talking a little bit earlier about your comments after Carlos's life again.
It does, and what he's done a good job too is feel like he's pretty dialed in to the lanes.
Petit, Hill, Luke Weaver as a veteran guy. I mean, you got plenty.
Whether it's immediately or down the road, Myers on Sunday, and then
Casas, who has plenty of power, no doubt about this
plate there. My next question to you: bench been some talks about getting an outside position, but you have a couple guys.
Smith, who we've brought in, who's done a nice job, that can play it. Although, kind of a lot of people vying for, guys playing together a little more often and for longer periods. So they're competing, you're trying.
Now, is there, I don't mean to keep going back to this but with
business as usual. And then as we get news all the time about being prepared for inevitable things that are going to come up. So for this batter, so this is it. So he's got to get him.
Let's see what he does here. One and the other way. Aaron Boone.
Look at that PFP.
Most of the time it was an off-speed pitch for Rizzo, let's see. Good take.
3-0. It's become more commonplace in Major League Baseball. 3-0 swinging. Base hit. Stanton with that closed-off stance. Whatever he's working on this spring, you need to start.
I could square a ball up on any pitch.
Ball left side. That'll be a base. This afternoon is done. We'll be back. Today's headlines with ENN. Watch the Michael Kay Show today following the Yankee game here on Yes.
Not a bad idea. Left on left.
Second and third, one out. Get the ball in the air, right center field. And that's going to split the... Anthony Volpe in the second base with a double.
Look at Stan trying to catch him.
Get a ball up, get it out over the plate, get it in the air. Volpe on the move. Wells rolls it over to the right side. Greg Allen first.
Yeah, and we talked about knowing you're a lot more fun than what it used to be.
Go to Allen, swing and a miss on our Cadillac scoreboard. The Yankees lead this one 3-1 in our Meredith Marakovich.
It's pretty much everything.
Do you feel anything in that elbow? It's okay thereafter.
So what the question?
There's room now to make sure you're ready.
Oh, you just gotta do stuff like, nothing. But right now, it feels like pretty much normal.
What's the next step for you?
Not really.
Well, we hope you throughout the season. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.
Send it back to you.
Nick Ramirez got a quick...
Going back on that interview, too, you got to give credit to the...
He won't have any hiccups in his rehab. And Meredith, I agree with Todd. Just the fact that...
Just excited to be doing baseball activity again after a surgery where you have to be shut down. Is healed and he builds up properly. But when you look back at questions been asked, could you see Spencer Jones making it up here this year? Well, he's... Thank
you very much, Meredith. Yeah, and we'll see what the outfield looks like from a health standpoint for the Yankees.
Yes, depth, it's a good sign.
4-6, not going to be
for Hamilton,
which is unusual.
Yeah, and I think looking at him, everybody's got all the tape of somebody here. You look like a ball player, bud.
Lifts one to left field. Verdugo settling into the dugout. Well, you talk about Stephen Anthony.
But when I'm walking by, if I call you Big Dog, it's probably most of the time I don't know your name.
Bringing you some Yankee spring training baseball. As LeMahieu, he's...
Okay. You know what? I have to tell the audience here as Juan Soto flies out to right field. Shattered window.
Watch yourself now.
You almost lost a female on the crew. Bob Lorenz had an interesting one out in Seattle a few years back.
No.
Tried to throw him by the wayside.
Get out of the way.
Labor Torres deep to lead this one 4-2.
Figured that might be out or not. Always way back, big center field. I call that Babe Ruth land over there. A really good sign for Yankee fans.
Rizzo, another base hit to the...
For him and Rizzo. My goodness. If that hole was open for me on the left side, this is a great sign for him, and fastball or off speed. Well, just a little...
Doing some damage. Left field line, he keeps that one fair. Third, Stanton cruising on into second base. Verdugo will come up to the plate with 2 down. At Fenway Park, but his numbers against lefties were not as good as I thought they would be as he rolls. Run of the spring, a solo shot to center. Yankees lead 4-2. Lead this one 4-2. A new pitcher for the Yankees, Ron Marinaccio in. I heard of Tom's River Little League Baseball having...
He claims Tom's River. I told him to stop.
Down the left field line, that's going to be extra bases to start.
There, but no, overall great guy. He's an amazing person, amazing pitcher too as well. Nice slide.
Hitter, a pitcher, fielder. The game as Casas pops it up. LeMahieu comes in. Marinaccio ahead in the count, 1-2. 2-2. Get in on the hand and on his swing. A guy like Marinaccio gets Casas to roll over. I guess the point...
Well, listen, he struggled this year well.
That's what's won the center field. Jones settles underneath it. And an RBI, 4-3 Yankees.
I think it's easy to say, hey, listen, I didn't do well my
first. What are you working on today? What do you want to get accomplished with this outing?
deter him from being that good reliever he knows, like that one. Oof,
2-2. Dahlbeck fights it off into right center field. Easy pop up for Glaber to run. Yankees lead this 4-3. We'll take it to the bottom half to be the official SUV of the New York Yankees. About flattening his swing. Is over a breaking ball to third.
just reached out. Good hard run to first base, but one of those and a couple other guys. As you're swinging as it didn't work out too well. So yeah, flatten that swing out, maybe cutting down.
And Todd, there are some guys when they walk into a batter's box, I guess when you're sixth
in the league. So first round pick, number 2 prospect.
Right, the key is not, oh, I have this figured out, because I've been plenty of guys who rolls well. The good ones dictate their own path, right? Maybe we weren't thinking.
You know, it was laid back, everybody having fun. I think this is going to be a really good thing for baseball.
Sure, you were all over that, right?
I had one, I think one couple years I was number 1 prospect.
As Gonzalez lifts one into center field for the Boston Red Sox, which I believe is the Worcester. Here's the bats that the coaching staff pays attention to. Left-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter.
Down the plate, good pitch by Mosqueda. There's another one for you too, as a baseball player.
Baseball America, we talked about the say, and that's a kid from George Washington University in Atlantic 10
go for the series, and I've been around the world a little bit because of baseball. And
you went deep with Team USA across your chest. First and third, one down. Hot shot pulled. Also spent some time in the Braves organization. He's hit for Guthrie. We're all.
Ball lineman or a first base coach, you don't want your name
on the move again. Red Sox getting some good jumps down and away. Go with the fastball up.
The wee hours of the game here in the 7th inning.
4th inning. Just
don't worry about the next pitch.
1-2, another fastball, same spot.
Kind of changes sights a little bit here.
3-2 to Casas. His base is loaded. It's going to be a base hit, and that's going to score as the struggles continue here in the 7th inning for Mosqueda. And that's going to be a 2-out base hit. Second place on the roster. That's a great. Guthrie settling under. Check out our accurate game summary. Red Sox lead this one 8-4. Too many walks in the 20 innings.
That slider is his go-to pitch. Little funky delivery.
Gonzalez goes down and gets it.
Going there, get some high fives in the dugout.
Does some nice work behind the plate. Also playing the infield today, so a versatile player.
Here with these last couple weeks.
Weissert ahead 1-2. It's movement at the end of spring training with players trying to get through wave. 2-2 to little low throw. Research. Join Yankees Universe today by visiting Yankees.com. 2 down. And Weissert looks
at the St. Mary, so hopefully he could make himself.
And just blocks one right back up the middle. Leander just signed an extension, 6 years, 55 million.
Acquisition that they needed to fix this ball, try and fight to win, and you know.
Sox, a left-handed pitcher, had a nice career. Swing and a miss. He's
Yeah,
right.
whatever happened to that?
I think these new style catching helmets or the hockey helmet.
You guys made a bad decision when you were younger.
There's a hot shot the other way by Alvarez.
2 hands as a catcher, right?
Yeah, that pillow club, like Yogi. Runners on the move. You don't make this team. An opportunity for other clubs to pick you up. Ground ball to short. Ooh.
The pitchers that were, whatever pitch they threw, he got it working.
Facing J.C. Escara. Pop up left side.
I would take that as a Yankee fan, as a Yankee player. In the order, it's not good, but if that is the situation, Joey Votto went down for a couple months in line as they ground out to second base.
You always hear this all the time. It really leads to opportunities for this club, and with that is another conversation. There's pressure now to make a team. See how they.
You hate to say it and you hate to mean it like that, but it is part of the game. People are.
Nice play, backhand across the diamond, and
can work on stuff and see progress. So I was looking forward to it like that. I mean, it's, like I said, best first baseman in the league.
Hey, it's your second.
Lineup, and I think just finding where you play your role and how to help out.
We won't make you go through it anymore because I think he's waiting for you. Back to you.
Thank you, Meredith. Thank you.
Yankee fans want to see him go out there and that defense was Gold Glove-esque.
Even the other way, it's going to be a 2-out double. A club that they've been very familiar with the last couple of years. And
Got the Yankees number. It's just one of those things, so maybe it's something.
if you're a Yankee fan. Down ball to short, Smith up with it, and a score.
Efficiently and produce some velo behind the ball.
What else do you need to feel?
Just get more ups, up and downs.
Takes the ball by the
Be 50 or 60.
Yeah, I'd be around the 50 range. Then I'm like, all right, well, I'm in some trouble. And most of the time around that.
Josh Van Meter.
Now, no, I'm in trouble. I gotta go after the game. I gotta get.
Comes the 2-2 to Van Meter. Little check swing, strike.
Santiago do that sometime.
And Tony Pena would throw that one leg out to try to get low, but never.
Momentum coming forward to throw somebody out.
Ground ball to the left side. Nice play to. This could do it. 6-4-3.